And I would like you to learn certain things. And one of them is this meditation. It's called the 9-round death meditation. And it's 9, there's 9 points. And it divides into 3 groups of 3. So the most important thing is to know what are the 3 main groups. And the first one is death is certain. And the second one is, sorry?
The first one, yeah.
Death is certain. Death is certain. The second one, the time of death is uncertain. And the third one, we say, at the time of death, only Dharma will help. At the time of death, only Dharma will help. Now, when you learn this meditation, it's not just enough to learn it intellectually. You have to practice it. You have to do this meditation yourself, at home, or driving the car, or any time. Actually, you can do this meditation. And it's really a matter of convincing yourself that these 3 things are true. The first 2 are very definite. So, but still, as we've said, you can forget it. So you have to become very clear. Death is certain and the time of death is uncertain.
Unknown. Yeah.
Unknown. Yeah, the time is unknown. And there are 3 reasons given traditionally for each of these. You can give other reasons also, but the 3 traditional ones for why death is certain. 1, everybody dies. Everybody dies. This is a reason that can convince you, right? Everybody dies. Secondly, each moment I am only coming closer to my death. That's the second point. Third point, there is not much time to practice Dharma. There's not much time to practice Dharma. Okay. Then, the time of death is uncertain. It may be different in this. There's different presentations of this. The time of death is uncertain. First point, people die at every age. Every age in life you'll find some people die. Second point, there are more causes for death than supports for life. Third point, my body is very fragile. Okay, these are very powerful, these 3 points. Okay, now, then we come to only Dharma can help at the time of death. And for this we let go of some other things. The first one is possessions, like wealth or material possessions, or even possessions like reputation, or our university qualifications, or whatever you have. None of these will help at the time of death. Those are possessions. Second, my friends and family. They can't stop death. Thirdly, my body, which I relied on to save me all the time. At the end, it can't save me. Now, when we think of those 3, it leaves Dharma, which is inner work, the work we did to improve our mind during our life. That is generally what is meant by Dharma in this context. It means whatever we did to improve our mind will help us at the time of death. It will help us to die peacefully, for one thing. And actually it will create, the final moment will be a positive karma to produce the next result, which will be positive. If we have a positive mind at the moment of death, that will be the cause of a positive future after death. This is very important, to die with a pure mind, a virtuous mind, a good mind. And the best way to be sure of that is to have a good mind all the time. Because we never know when death will come, and it can come just like that. So if our mind is always positive, full of love, compassion, understanding reality, of impermanence, emptiness, these kind of things, then when we die, there's nothing to be afraid of. Because we will have the good cause for what comes next. Even if you don't accept reincarnation, it will mean your mind will die peacefully. And actually, everybody wants that. Everybody wants that. Okay. And we should practice this regularly until it becomes part of us, that this consciousness becomes natural to us. Then death will not be frightening. Mm-hmm.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
Let's suppose I'm practicing this meditation for several years.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, death will come. Now, it could come in many different forms, but for now I divided it into two forms only: sudden death and death that you are expecting. You are more aware of it.
Mm-hmm.
Say,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the
yeah.
disease.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, for that kind of death, as you are approaching it, you can prepare more, you can meditate more, and in an accident, it happens, boom.
Yeah, but you can prepare for either. That's why, this is exactly why I'm saying what I'm saying. So that if you do this meditation regularly, and you create a positive mind all the time, even if death comes suddenly in an accident, you will be prepared for death. Whatever. Whatever. So it's true. If you have, the doctor says, oh, you have 2 months to live, then during those 2 months you're going to do quite a lot of preparation. It's true. But we should do this preparation anyway. Lama Zopa Rinpoche says, every day when you wake up, think, today is the last day. This is helpful advice because it means that we then focus our mind so that during that day we will have the best possible mind. Because we're thinking, I'm going to die today, so I should die with a good mind. Something like that. That's the way to live. That's the best way to live. Okay? Right. That's all I have to say, and time is passing, so do you want to tell us about, shall I introduce the pairs exercise? Maybe I do that. Could you just turn to someone next to you and discuss this question? How I would find it useful to remember and prepare for my own death. How is it useful for me to prepare for my own death and remember my own death during my life? How is that useful for me? How does that help me to be thinking about this rather than just pushing it away? What we're recommending in this module is we should think about it, but how will that really help me? Because some of us really don't want to think about it. So that's the discussion. Okay.